It is 6 o'clock in the morning and I am the first one in the parking lot. All right, let's go see if we can find some good deals on meat. I just got back from the grocery store and I spent $165.71 on all of this meat, peaches, and 3 boxes of bacon. That was the total for all of this, less than $200. My local grocery store, Ridley's, it's a little hometown store, had all of these things on sale. I went at 6 o'clock in the morning to make sure that I could get the bacon for sure. This will be about 6 months worth of bacon for us. Now, here's my receipts. This one is $172. Well, I ended up having to go back because they mischarged me for the bacon. It should have been $14.87 and they mischarged me $35 because it rung up wrong. They put the wrong tag on it. All right, you can see here it says 20-pound case for $35. Well, first of all, it was supposed to be $29.70-something cents for 20 pounds, according to the sale. But here it is 10 pounds, so they mislabeled the bacon. So I had to come back to the grocery store to get my money back. Okay, sometimes it's a hassle, but we'll figure out how much time I spent and if it's worth it. So I had to go back to the grocery store, and when I did, they had put out more beef roasts. So I went back and got me 3 more of those, $53 there. Now, how does this break down? First of all, this is about 60 dinners, give or take. I could probably get 70 at it, but I went on the low end. So 60 dinners with all of this. And I'm gonna break down the savings here for you. Let me just show it to you this way. So the pork roasts were $2.44 at Walmart. So I saved myself $6 on the pork roasts. The pork loins right there were $2.34 at Walmart. They were $1.87, so I saved $10 on both of those. The top round roasts, I had 15 pounds. They're $7.34 at Walmart per pound. I paid $3.87 a pound. So I had $110 savings, wait a minute, I didn't have $110. That's what the total would have been for Walmart. I saved $52 by buying it $3.87 a pound. My bacon is $146 at Walmart because I got it on sale, and this is the Great Value brand. I didn't do the good brand, but I saved myself $102, and the peaches were $3. So what did that do? For $60, I got $2.75 to feed a family of 4 with leftovers for lunch the next day for a couple of us. $2.75 for the meat for each meal. That is a savings of $173. That's 11 hours worth of work. If you earn $20 an hour, you bring home $15 an hour. So that's 11 hours that you would have to work to pay the $173. Do this 6 times per year, because remember, this was 2 months worth of dinners. So I would have to do that 6 times per year. That's 66 hours per year that you would have to work extra by not buying your meat on sale. That is 1.5 weeks worth of work. That is almost a full vacation that you could take every year if you would just stop buying your meat at regular price and only buy your meat when it's on sale. Now I will get the question, how do I package this? Now these, because they're so large, I'm going to cut them into fifths and put them in maybe quarters. Cut them into quarters and put them in my freezer in Ziploc bags. These, I'm just going to throw them straight in the freezer just like this. Just straight in the freezer. I don't repackage, nothing. I just put it all right in there. Now the bacon, I'm gonna let this defrost, and then I'm gonna repackage it into approximately 1 pound packages, but it's gonna be an hour or two before that defrosts, so I'm gonna let that defrost. But even that only takes me about, oh my goodness, it only takes me like 5 or 10 minutes to repackage this. So for about 45 minutes worth of work, and that includes going to the grocery store. I spent 10 minutes driving there, 10 minutes back, there's 20 minutes. I spent about 5 minutes going in, picking all this up, 5 minutes paying, there's 30 minutes, and then it's gonna take me about 15 minutes to put all this up, maybe 20 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes worth of work. And I saved $173 for 45 minutes worth of work. That's a little over $200 an hour I would pay myself for this. I don't know how many people make $200 an hour, but I just made over $200 an hour. Pretty darn tootin' good, even if I do say so myself. Now, what recipes am I gonna use for all of these? For this, I'm gonna make barbecue pork, I'm gonna make stir fry, green chili, or just a couple. These recipes are in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. It's 25% off right now in the description below. All these recipes are easy recipes that your family will love, but aren't gonna take a lot of time to cook. I don't like cooking in the kitchen, so it's not gonna take me a lot of time to do this. Same thing for the Boston butt porks. Oh shoot, I got bone in. I didn't want bone in. Oh well, that's fine. But same thing for those. I could cut these up and fry it like pork chops also. Actually, a really good tip for making this is to take and cut little slits into it and put garlic cloves in it. Oh, and then roast it. Oh my goodness, it is so stinking delicious. You are just gonna love it. Then on the roasts, make it as roast one day. Then I will make beef and noodles. I will make beef stew. I will make stir fry again. I will make fajitas. Guys, if you need ideas for using your roast, we have an entire article right there using leftover roast beef recipes, livingonadime.com, 4 meals from one roast. Got all these ideas right here. Shepherd pie, pocket sandwiches, beef and bacon pasta, beef stroganoff, pepper steak, I said shepherd's pie, beef and bacon, and then roast sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches. All those are on our website right there. You can see how to slow cook your roast, even how to make the gravy. Comment, guys, and tell me how you use your leftover roast beef. I'm curious for more ideas. I would say that $2.75 to feed a family of 4 just for the meat for dinner is a darn tootin' good deal. My dinners are going to be $5 or less, even in 2024. All right, so here's how I do my roast. You can add cream of mushroom soup if you want. I'm gluten-free, so I don't, but put my seasoned salt on here. Well, I really got it on low. Then I've got my onions. Just like so. There we go. Dinner's all ready to go. Okay, so here's how I cut up pork roasts here. Actually, what I'm probably going to do now, I've got it on my sink so it drains down into my sink, but I think I'm going to do about, you know what, I was going to do them in quarters, but I think I'm going to do them in thirds and I'll just double cook meals. That's what I'm going to do. Now, if you want, you can add your seasonings in here already. I don't normally, but you can if you want. Just right down where I was touching on all of the bags. Throw these in the freezer. Here's a freezer organization tip. What I do is pick one shelf for each different type of meat. So like my beef roasts are gonna go on one shelf and my ground beef on one shelf, and then my pork is gonna go on another shelf. All right, I still have to go and repackage my other ones, but here's how I get it started, and then my chicken on the other shelves. But if you're wondering, I have chicken here, here, and down here. That's why I didn't get any chicken today. There we go. Maybe. I don't think that's gonna stay. Okay, my bacon is defrosted, and I am at a pleasant point in my painting, so I'm going to put this up into packs. Now, I'm not doing a pound. I said a pound in the video, but after I got to thinking about it, I don't do a pound. I normally do 2 pounds or 3 pounds in a thing, because what I do is just make it all at once, and then I'll have BLTs one day, have it for breakfast the next day, use it for chicken with bacon, so I don't just do 1 pound portions. Timing myself to see how long this takes. I don't think it's going to take more than 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm going to save a baggie, and I'm going to reuse the bag that it came in for one of the packages, probably 2. I wasn't thinking when I was doing all the baggies, I'm like, wait, why am I doing that? Okay. Then I did this wrong again. I should have not done that baggie, but then I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cook this up and get the bacon all ready. Now, that was exactly 4 minutes and 30 seconds to repackage all of it, another 2 minutes to put it in the freezer. I mean, for $100 savings, that's definitely worth it. I just keep stirring the bacon, and it'll just fry in its fat there. And I just keep stirring it around until they're all nice and crispy.